Well, good afternoon. Acute diseases in homeopathic practice, concepts and management, right? These two words are very strongly linked to each other. You cannot manage if you are not aware of the concepts, and whatever you manage, if you don't understand the concepts, you cannot replicate your results. That is the main thing. WHO describes homeopathy as science of, it's an experimental science. That word experimental becomes very, very intriguing to understand, because the replicability of the results is genuinely a issue that cannot be addressed to without understanding the concepts. That is why I've used two terms. One is concepts, other is the management. And what we will do over next 2-3 hours is actually to understand what is this link between the concepts and management. This is the general opinion of the society. Am I right? That homeopathy is good for chronic complaints. This is our USP. What is USP? Unique selling point. Anything which is chronic, go to a homeopath. Right? There is a joke that somebody shared with me. It's worth sharing over here. There was a waiting hall of a polyclinic, and somebody challenged a person saying that find out who is the doctor inside, depending on looking at his clientele. And there were few who were ailing, and they had the faces were showing a lot of stress. They were worn out, and they were very tired and old looking people. And somebody said there is a cancer specialist inside. Maybe, said, yeah, maybe you're right. And there was an obvious guess of an orthopedic surgeon having a lot of plasters around and people there. And there was one lot where people were looking very happy, and it seems as if they had no problems. And then there was asked, tell me who is there inside. So he couldn't guess, and somebody said there must be a homeopath. That's because people come to us for trivial ailments more often than not. They come to us for ailments which don't really bother them too much in their life. Right? And we tend to treat them for years together. I would say that we tend to milk them for years together. Yeah. We treat osteoarthritis for, say, few years, and the osteoarthritis remains untreated and the lady dies. That's what chronic disease is supposed to be. It only ends with the suffering ends only with the death. We tend to treat allergies for years together. Right? We tend to treat eczemas for years together. And we rarely understand what the society needs. Homeopathy is second in the world to allopathy. Are we aware of these facts? Correct. But the difference is by 94%. I used to become around, we had a class of around 56 students, and I used to stand around 52nd in the class. So my father and my father's friend's daughter used to stand first. So there was an obvious comparison between me and her all the time. My father would ask, how much did she get? I would say, not much. 300 marks difference is there. That is the scenario. Only 7% people have access to homeopathy in the world. Right? And why probably we are not popular as much as we would have ought to be is because when it pains maximum, we are not there. When it is most discomforting, we are missing from that scenario. Go to your clinics. I'm sure everybody must be practicing. Go to your clinics, take a simple paper, try to find out how many acute cases against chronic cases have you managed. And you will get the answer for what I'm saying. The websites which talk about homeopathy talk about Jennifer Lopez being treated for whatever cosmetic problems she has in her life. Correct? But nobody talks about that in a tribal area some 500 diarrheas got treated with homeopathy. Or nobody talks about even simple influenzas getting treated with homeopathy. That's a common problem that a common man faces commonly. Am I right? And for which he visits a doctor every now and then. Every sort of society or in every area or every county would have a family physician who's catering to these day-to-day problems of urinary tract infections, an otitis, a tonsillitis, high-grade fevers, viral fevers, influenzas, chikungunyas. These are day-to-day problems that people face. Bronchitis, bronchiolitis. And our share in, our market share, I would put it, in these type of illnesses is very, very minimal. So I feel that this remains not only an academically important topic, but it is a topic which is related to your practice day in and day out. It's a topic which is going to make or break your reputation. It's a topic which is going to tell you how good you are, to be very honest, right? Because osteoarthritis का result आते आते तो 5-10 साल निकल जाते. Acute का result आपको अगर आप एक दिन में 2 दिन में नहीं देते हो, if you are not positioned to deliver a result within a day's time, then the result tells you what you are. To me, it has been a very interesting journey because I had an option to stay in Bombay. I am born and brought up in Bombay. So, but I didn't, because I primarily did not believe in treating hair losses. Right? I did not believe in treating pimples. I wanted to be a general practitioner. What is a general practitioner? Who will treat common man's common problem commonly. I never wanted to be a specialist. I wanted to be a generalist who will address to common man's problem. And that is why I chose to go to the field where probably a homeopath would get access to these type of cases. The common thing that people talk about is that nobody comes to us for these complaints. Correct? So we don't have access to these cases. It's a cycle, it's a vicious cycle. Nobody comes, you don't have access, you don't develop expertise, nobody comes back to you. It's a vicious cycle. So one needs to sort of break these barriers and be at a place where these cases can be treated and managed. Layman believes that homeopathy is good for chronic complaints, so does our patients, and so does the medical profession. Right? So that's a universal truth that we can all believe and accept, that this is where we start from. This is where we stand today. We are not even at level 0, we're probably on the